I'm going to give you basic ball screen principles because at the older levels, you guys are running ball screens? Yes? Some? Okay. All right. This is just very basic, generic ball screen principles, okay? Max takes the ball. Justin, set the screen. You're setting the ball screen. Peter off. Ball screen the other way. All right. If we're setting the ball screen on the 45, okay? For one, we need to set it on the 45, all right? You will most likely try to have this foot either, you're going to have them straddle the 3 or you want foot above, okay? The ball screen involves a bunch of patience, okay? In a situation where it's off of the jab, meaning you just caught the ball, all right, or in any situation, really, he's going to have to give some sort of fake baseline. Sometimes the fake is just to run off the ball screen. But the reason you want to give some little kind of fake, a little inside out, a little jab, is because he'd rather play defense on him. He'd rather take on 1 defender instead of 2, right? Because when it's a ball screen situation, okay, defensively, I'm going to push towards help, right? I'm not going to I'm not going to keep on playing defense like this because I have no help, right? It doesn't really make sense. So I would sit there and guard him like this. He wants to at least make me think he's going to go this way, right? So a little jab or something, fine. He does that and then he's changing. Okay? Now, when he's going off the ball screen, again, it's just like coming off a screen. He's got to go shoulder to shoulder. Okay? What we teach our players and what they teach you at all levels, if you take 1 dribble off the ball screen, you better shoot it or pass it. All right? Because if you take 1 dribble and pick it up, you killed the ball screen. All right? A very American philosophy of ball screen is all we teach is that person coming off. It's for you to shoot, you to shoot, you to shoot. That's all we think about. I'm getting off the screen, I'm letting it go. That is not what a ball screen is for. A ball screen is for just to create an advantage. All right, sometimes the advantage is for you to shoot. Other times it is just for you to stretch the floor and pass to the pass. All right, so that's what you have to start telling your players. Hey, you're coming off the ball screen to find the advantage. If you got the advantage, shoot it. If you don't force it. You probably missed something else that was going on, okay? So if we were coming off 1 dribble, hey, he might end up rolling and we end up going pocket pass. All good. Okay, go back. Let's go. Hurry up. If we're coming off 1 dribble, he might come off and go for a shot. Right? 1, and we can pull, okay? Most of the time off ball screens, you're probably going to stretch it out 2 dribbles, okay? From there, honestly, it depends where your offense is and where you're set on what you're doing, okay? What I mean by that is go to the corner. Give me 3 blacks, guard them. Guard these 3. Actually, 1 step off. Gallo, would you guard that? 1 of you step off. Trent, step off. Okay, you're fine. Trent, stay on. I don't care. Somebody step off. Boom. We're good. All right. Ball screen is all predicated on how the defender's playing the ball screen, right? That's going to tell you what the offense does as well as tells you what everybody does, okay? In a situation where you have overloaded one side, this is an overload. We got 3 people on one side, right? We got 2 on the other side, okay? This is not his time to probably turn the corner. This is not what he should be thinking as the ball screen, all right? He needs to be thinking shooter or post. Because this is what ends up happening. Now, let's just say Liam's going to try to play it over the top. Gallo's just going to be in a little show and recover, and we're getting back, okay? We're going to go very slow on this. Very, very, very slow. Stay deep in the corner. You will notice one thing out of all of this, coaches. Whenever we're explaining sideline out of bounds, baseline out of bounds, their natural tendency is always to walk here. My kids, right? Everybody wants to walk here. Tell them to play basketball outside the 3-point line. Space the court. They never want to do it. They always want to come in, right? Space the court and stand where I'm telling you to, because it's all about spacing. Now, when he comes off this ball screen, okay? Now, at this moment, Justin's going to roll. Who's the only person who can help out on the roll? It would have to be him, right? He's going to just supply a little bit of help, okay? He's got to take 2 dribbles. He can't take 1. He's got to stretch it because that's going to occupy Gallo, okay? Now, he will end up lifting, and you will stretch it another dribble because you'll stretch it, and then you'll throw it back. That's your open shot. Go do that again. That's why he's got to take 2 dribbles off the ball screen. He's got to stretch the floor, okay? Back up. So he's coming off of this. Boom, he takes 2 off. Justin rolls. He gets there. There's your open shot, okay? Now, if we go back, and he's not open off the ball screen, okay? I'm sorry, he's not open for the shot. They played really good defense. All right, it's totally fine. He's coming off of this. You're running off. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Yes, stretch it. Good. Now, you pass it back. Here's where you're in good hands because we're here. This is your post player. All he's going to do is do this because he's running top side. Stay there and get in the post feet. He's running top side to his shoulder. Now you got a two-man game and you're all good. Go back and do that again. Do that again. He's coming off. He stretches it. He rolls. He catches up top. Boom. He's going to meet him there. Life is good. So it really just depends on how people are, where your offense is, on what you're going to do off a ball screen. But just generically speaking, your person's going to have to take 2 dribbles off the ball screen and then read. It might be a pass over the top. It might be a shot. If it's one pass and pick up, your ball screen's dead. So they have to take 2 and stretch the court. Okay, but everything's predicated on how that big is guarding you. If they're in a soft hedge, strong, show and recover, trap, switch, whatever they're doing, that's going to change on what the ball handler's going to do off the ball screen. But generically speaking, they need to have some little fake baseline, so they only take 1 defender on. They got to go shoulder to shoulder off of it, and they really need to stretch the defense and then find the advantage. Does that answer that really with the ball screen?
And also, talk quickly about the decision making of when to drive and maybe when to stretch more.
Woo. You want me to get that deep? Okay, here we go. Now here we go. Let's go. We're going deep. Here we go. I'll break it down for you. Let's go. You over there. All right. I want you back over here. Yes. Defense, get off. Okay. Gallo, when you be the post. Opposite post, yeah, on offense. So if we're in that situation, we got a 2-man game. Okay. 2-man game. Yeah, it depends, right? So if we're coming off here, boom, he's coming off the ball screen, right? A lot of times we got 2-man game. Yes, this is a time where he can turn, okay? Because again, if Gallo was where he was, he would keep on turning the corner, Max, and then he would back off, okay? Then he would be there. So he could turn the corner on that one, or he could come off and shoot. All right, if it's overloaded on one side like we just did, it's probably not the time to turn the corner. Okay, now if you end up having post high, right, and you have this situation, which you totally can, he is not trying to turn the corner on this. All he's trying to do is get the ball to him real quick so he can get the ball to him real quick, and then we can shoot the ball. I hope this is not going too far over everybody's head. All right, here's the whole thing about pick and roll basketball, okay? Personal story. I was in Germany. I thought I was great. I just came out of England. I got MVP. We won the championship. Life was good. I got to Bosnia, top 10 leagues in the world, and I got cut in 30 days because I didn't understand ball screen. Right now, I was 25, okay, but it was top league and top 10 leagues, right? All those Yugo players, they're all coming out of the Adriatic League. I got cut because I didn't understand ball screen, because I thought every time it was for me to come off and shoot. And it wasn't. It was supposed to be an advantage. I got sent to the 3rd league in Germany, met a coach who broke it down to me, and then I tripled my paycheck for the next 3 years just because I understood ball screen. All right? I will say this. We have a whole thing in America that it's really this rite of passage thing. Like at some point where you think that your player's ready to learn this. They start doing pick and roll over in Europe in 4th grade. They start just coming off ball screens in 4th grade. So what I want you guys to really let go of is, my kids aren't good enough to do that. Well, no duh, because you never taught them. Like if you start to introduce it to them a little bit, then they will get ready to learn it, okay? So just basically, if you were just doing some ball screen stuff, if it was just 2-man and you were just doing some drilling, he'd come set the screen, you tell him to jab, starting triple threat. We tell him to jab, I want you to run off to a Hezo, 2 dribbles and shoot the ball, right? Set the screen. Boom, jab, Hezo, 2 dribbles, shoot the ball, right? And you could just rep that out. That's as much as we need, right? Then if you do what I'm telling you and hey, you had maybe wife, assistant coach, somebody maybe film it. One day for 20 minutes, we plug it into USB on the computer and you say, hey, John, did you see Tom open? All right, now we're gonna come off and work on that pass. Now we're building. Right? Now we're building, okay? But it is gonna take some effort, coaches, to really get them to understand the concepts that you're trying to teach. But if we just start basic, understand the screen, understand how to move without the ball, cool enough, all right? Then we start to build from there, you're good. Because any type of ball screen is gonna end up being drive and kick, right? Because he turned the corner, he's gotta lift because he's gotta stay in his ball handler's vision. But they know that because of drive and kick moving out the ball.